Assignment Iraq. 5 years later tonight, KXLY4's Dave Erickson is on his way back to Spokane after spending almost 2 weeks with our local men and women serving in uniform.
Dave has been reporting from Joint Base Balad, that's just north of Baghdad. Tonight he reports on the shift of our local troops from Iraq to Afghanistan.
As the U.S. military draws down its troops' presence here in Iraq, with plans of leaving 30 to 50,000 by 2011, the number of units moving east to Afghanistan is rising. To help explain why, 26-year veteran of the U.S. military with 2 tours in Iraq, Command Sergeant Major David Wyndham of Tonasket, Washington.
And Secretary Gates was talking about that just recently, on how we're going to reallocate the resources from Iraq into Afghanistan. So in fact, I think I just saw an article today about 17,000 more troops going from, they were originally scheduled to come this direction, will be going to Afghanistan instead.
And why are we taking it in that direction?
Well, that's where the largest threat is right now, is at the strategic level. At the local level, it's not nearly as bad as it was 5 years ago. We don't have those hundreds of instances of violence per day. We're down to 1 or 2 incidents, so it's a much improved situation here.
And for the layperson, what is the threat?
For around here, the threat is primarily improvised explosive devices along the road. We rarely see small arms fire anymore, and that's a huge change from the last time we were here.
What's the threat in Afghanistan? Why is it
Afghanistan, you've got the re-emergence of the Taliban, and from what I'm reading in the papers and what I'm seeing on the news, the focus is along the Afghan-Pakistan border to ensure some security there, to keep the insurgents from traveling back and forth between the 2 countries and having a safe haven that they can operate out of and strike the U.S. forces.
It's been 6 years and a month since the war in Iraq began. More than 4,200 U.S. military servicemen have lost their lives since. Saddam Hussein no longer in power, and democracy has taken hold here in the Middle East. Reporting from Joint Base Balad in Iraq, Dave Erickson, KXLY4 HD News.